Hi, welcome to howtips.com. Our first tutorial is going to be how to make a simple class checklist. I'm going to start off by double-clicking on my Excel icon and then selecting a blank workbook. And there's my spreadsheet. We're going to need some column headings, so in cell A1 I'm going to type the word first, and in B1 I'm going to type the word last. And now I'm just going to go ahead and enter the names of the students in my class. You don't really need to see me type all that, so there's all the rest. Now I know from experience that I'd like to have my font size to be about 16 point. And for this tutorial I'm going to select ABC Teacher as my font. I want 5 columns for checkboxes here. So I'm going to go over to my G column, select all those columns, and then give it all borders. That looks nice. The only problem is that some of these names are too long. Now I want you to notice that as I move the cursor around the screen, that the cursor itself changes shape. For columns it changes into a little down arrow. For rows it turns into a right facing arrow. For text fields it turns into an I bar. And in between columns it has a little sizer icon. In the upper left hand corner you can see that's for selecting the whole spreadsheet. But for right now we need it on in between columns so that we can size our columns. So I'm just going to pull this column out so it's long enough to accommodate those last names. And then we'll do the same thing for the first names. But there are easier ways. So let me just back that up. Then I'm going to select all the columns from A to G by just dragging my mouse across those column headings. And if I just pull one column out, all the columns will end up being the same size. I don't really like the looks of that either, so I'm going to back that up. Now I'm going to click in the upper left hand corner and then double click on a column boundary, and then everything is automatically sized to the right size. It's looking pretty good. So why don't we go in and see if we can print this now. And when I go to print, it's actually going to show a preview. I don't really like all that empty space at the bottom or the side, so let's use what we've learned to resize just the check boxes. And I can select the whole spreadsheet here and make the rows a little taller. And scroll down. Oh, there's a dotted line there that shows where the page boundary is. I've gone a little too far, so let me just shrink that down a little bit. Still a little bit too much. Perfect. Just what I'm looking for. Go back in, look at the print preview. That's exactly what I want it to look like. So I'm going to go ahead and press the print button. Now I'm going to go in and save my work. Into my Documents folder. When I save a file, I always include the date and the file name, but I do it using the year first, which makes it show up in a directory listing in the right order. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial.